Hey, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Daily Brew. It's Friday, so it's a great Daily Brew.
Yeah, it's a great Daily Brew.
Yeah.
We love a Daily Brew. I'm looking a little casual. I wore my sneakers. It was Friday.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do,
Exactly.
right?
I would say I'm guilty myself, Tiffany. So it's
There
all right.
we
It's
go.
all right.
Sneaker crew.
If there's a day to wear sneakers, it's definitely Friday.
Oh yeah, you know, like some companies do like Jean Fridays and stuff like that.
We should do that. Casual Fridays, where your news anchors, I mean, who knows what we'd show up in, right?
I feel like we'd be more relatable, right?
Yeah.
We'd be in
I mean, half the
pajamas.
time I'm wearing slippers anyway.
I was just saying, I'm
around
probably
here.
in t-shirt and shorts. I think that'd be an easy fire. So we'll see how far we go with that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
for sure.
All right, let's get to some of our top headlines here on the Daily Brew. One is two job search and employee review firms, which is Indeed and Glassdoor. They're actually cutting 1,300 jobs as their parent company there embraces artificial intelligence. So they sent an email to employees. The CEO of Japan-based Recruit Holdings said that AI is changing the world and the company has to adapt accordingly.
You know, unfortunately, I feel like this is just the way that everything's going.
I know, right? And I wonder, like, how far is that going to reach? Say, like, in the next, I don't know, few years, since they're cutting 1,300 jobs, what does that mean for other big companies? In 5 years, will it look completely different?
Well, and you just wonder too, right? Technology fails us sometimes, and it might like make a few fixes here and there, but there's a reason that things have always worked so well with people doing it. Because, you know, if technology just shuts down, you're left like in the dark. Like,
Right.
You can't get things done.
I feel for, the employees who are a
Oh,
part
for
of
sure.
this, because then what do? Are we talking people who are like in their careers, they're having to start all over, go back to school, find something completely new, a career to be in?
Well, and it's just the way everything's going. Like, you don't know where AI is going to go. So what could AI replace next? You know, it's kind of a scary time. I know AI has some like cool things, and we all have fun like typing into AI and it showing us what we're going to look like in 20 years, like stuff like that. But it really is changing a lot of things other than just showing us what we could look like in
Because
20
I feel
years.
like when we use it to like create things, right? Like AI is fun, it's useful, like we do a lot of things with it. But on the flip side,
there's going to be a lot of repercussions from it, I feel like.
And it's kind of ironic that sites that help people get jobs is seeing jobs get taken
Right.
back.
Right?
And so
That is wild.
And like you said, it's kind of like I unfortunately was not around for this. I can't really relate to this, but like the boom of the internet, right? And when that came up, there's a lot of uncertainty. Like, all right, how many jobs is this going to take? And it's going to take some time to settle in and see how this reacts, because it's still kind of in the infant stages of it, because it's only been around. Well, ChatGPT itself about 4 or 5 years maybe, but it wasn't until like 21 and 2022 that it really started to boom. It's only really been in the public eye for about 3 years, so we're only unfortunately getting started.
Yeah. Well, check this out. Apple launching some new products, usually in the fall, right? We get pretty excited about that. But according to a new report, they're also planning another launch early next year. Citing sources, Bloomberg is reporting Apple is planning to release the budget-friendly, right, iPhone 17e during the first half of 2026, which that could be kind of cool. I mean, who knew that there was an iPhone that's affordable, you know?
I want to know like what makes it affordable. What have they done differently?
Probably smaller, maybe not as much storage. Usually they had like, I know a long time ago, I don't know if they still make it like the SE they called it, where it looked like, you guys remember like the iPhone 4 size, where it was like maybe 4 inches. That would probably be the size of it, and maybe not as high processing power, but
maybe it didn't have the same camera, stuff
right.
like that.
But especially for people, it's like, I don't need that. I just need to call, text, maybe surf the web a little bit. It'd be a good choice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they're also reportedly planning to release multiple iPads as well as upgraded MacBook Pros, and they're going to launch a thinner iPhone 17, new Apple Watches, a faster version of the Vision Pro headset a little bit later this year. So excited about that.
Every year that I'd had my phone for 3 years. I got a new phone last year. I'm like, I should have waited for the 17.
I know.
You're always like, I should have waited.
It's like the minute you get it, then there's something new and you need that too. You want it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I've had my iPhone for I think like a couple of years now, just because like I'm holding on to this one for a while. It's fine. It's fine.
They just die so fast.
Yeah. All right, well, this goose that has been hanging out at the parking lot of the State Patrol Academy in Golden, Colorado, is becoming known for leaving gifts on top of cars, okay? They call her Lucy, which is short for Lucifer. She's a goose that goes around this academy. She showed up a few months ago, quickly started claiming her territory. Her artwork piles up all over the place as she moves from rooftop to rooftop. They say she only leaves to come down for food and water. and any car is pretty much fair game.
So-
So
so-
they've been chasing her around.
So Joe, what kind of gift are we talking about here? I don't know if you're being explicit enough
It's
with it.
pretty explanatory, self-explanatory
I don't know.
there.
I can be a little bit of a goof. I don't know. Can you explain, Joe?
Well, I'll tell you, like this right here, getting on head zones and such, when, people who take care of yards at cemeteries, it's like corrosive, it's
Yes.
hard to clean. So you imagine, you're showing up there to visit or whatever, or you're an employee and you're chasing this thing around because of what it's doing to all of the property there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and
I don't know.
At my former apartment back in Iowa, we lived right underneath, like the parking lot was right underneath trees. And so birds would sit in it and they would constantly send gifts. And like you said, it's corrosive, it damages your car. Now, thankfully, I have a pretty old car, but if you leave it for a while, it'll rust very quickly and then it's kind of irreversible. So it's just,
yeah.
they cost an issue. We love them, but it's just like, can you take your drop-ins or, gifts elsewhere?
Yeah, I mean, look at her though. I mean, she's just like claiming her
No
territory.
terrorists in the world.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
what do you do because they're so cute, right? It's
Yeah.
like you don't want to do
I
anything
don't
to
find them
hurt
that
her,
cute,
but
personally.
And so when I was in college at Iowa State, these geese, they're not afraid to, they're not going to back down. They will
I'm
make
not a
sure
geese
they,
fan.
some birds I don't mind, but geese, I mean, to be fair, they probably hate us too. But I don't know. I'm not fighting one. I'll tell you that.
I know they got a little bit of attitude, that's for sure. All right, 2 college students paddleboarding off the coast of Cape Cod in Massachusetts. They had quite a scare. Now, it was a close encounter with a great white
No,
shark.
thank you.
I look at the bottom right of your screen there.
Oh,
You'll see it.
Little dorsal fin.
See, I
Okay.
don't like this because I like to think that the Northeast doesn't have sharks.
Oh,
But
well,
they do.
it's a bit of a photobomb. These 2 gals, Margaret Bowles and her friend Madeline Cronin, just enjoying a picture-perfect 4th of July whenever it just snapped a photo, and there it was. They actually took the photo to Sharktivity, which is a shark sighting app, alerting scientists there. They were able to say that this really was quite a big shark, a young shark, but a great white nonetheless. Nobody got hurt, but sightings there off Woods Hole are rare.
Yeah, no thank you. I don't like sharks. I don't go out deep into the ocean for any reason unless I'm in a very large boat. Because one time I threw me and my friend off a jet ski in the ocean and we were like a mile from shore.
Oh.
And we were very far from the jet ski. We hit a wave wrong. And let me tell you, that was scary, swimming to the jet ski. Because you're like, what is under me right now?
Because it's one thing when you're, swimming in a lake or river or something. In the ocean,
That's terrifying.
that's a whole nother world right
Yeah,
there.
it's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we've talked about in the past, like there's just so much unknown. I'd way rather go to space than the deep ocean.
Yeah,
No,
the deep
I-
ocean's it's a little
I'd
scary.
say-
I don't know. I'd rather go to the ocean than space, but the ocean's still a lot under there, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I
just
don't
like
know.
submarine or rocket. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, how much would you drop on a handbag, Tiffany?
Probably a few hundred. That's all I got in me. And I'd have to save up for that.
Well, someone just shelled out $10 million for the original Birkin bag. Can you
Well,
believe
people
that?
pay so much for Birkins. It's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, but this one's got a bit of a story. It was a handbag once owned by Jane Birkin, and it sold at Sotheby's in Paris, becoming the most expensive fashion item ever sold in Europe. It was designed 1984 by the Hermes company or the Hermes CEO, which includes the initials, a charity sticker, and a space for baby bottles.
This is wild. I cannot imagine spending that much on a bag.
Oh,
Birkin, just in general, like these bags average about $20,000 to $50,000 for a bag.
So like one brand new ones that come out.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
They're so expensive, and you have to have an appointment.
to go see one,
Yeah, to go and see one. And like when they take them out of the bags, like they're wearing gloves. Mm-hmm. But I'm just like, I can't imagine like throwing my pack of gum and my keys and my phone
Yeah,
and lip gloss in a purse.
because we
like
know what
this.
happens on the bottom there.
Oh, purses get disgusting.
Yeah, I watch them on TikTok whenever people go to like look at one and how they
Yes.
handle them. It's like it's a whole process, and you may even have to have like a credit check ran before you even go in. Who knows?
It's wild. And there's an influencer on TikTok I saw the other day, and they were in Paris, her and her husband, and she went and bought herself a bag, her baby a little outfit, like 4 pairs of shoes. It's like, okay, $50,000 shopping spree right there.
That's a shopping spree.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
I'd be more interested in like you saw the people like with their phones going back and forth, seeing the people bid because it looked like it started at €1.5 million, and ended up going to probably like
Still too much.
like 9 million euros, which was roughly $10 million, to see like people go back and forth that really wanted to bid on
I'm just
it.
wondering, like, are they going to put it in a case, or is someone about to carry that thing?
Yeah.
No way you're carrying
It looks
that.
a little tattered. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Tattered, $10 million. No thanks.
Yeah, but it's minimal. It's minimal.
Yeah.
But for $10 million?
Whew,
Better
my
be in perfect
goodness.
condition.
All right, a couple in Western Massachusetts is dealing with an unwanted intruder. Now, this bear, it has broken into their cabin several times, and they don't know how to get rid of it. Do we have the video? We can take a look. Julianne and Kenneth Silberman Dunn, they keep waking up to this unexpected visitor 3 days in a row. They've yelled at it. They sprayed it with ammonia on the inside. Nothing works. So what do you do?
Move.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, to be fair, in the Bears' defense, they're probably like, hey, my great ancestors were here before you guys moved in, so you guys should leave. So, also looking at the animal side, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's not much you can do about it. Like that's their habitat.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel safe just going back, knowing that bear's coming back.
But you know,
too.
like they are, because they said, Julia in there saying that it was her parents' summer cabin. It'd been in her family, for generations. So they're just going to stay and kind of deal with it.
Wait it out.
But I mean, it could get dangerous, right? Like this could get dangerous.
You need to call for help.
Yeah, like I guess like black bears, out of the three, black bear, grizzly, and polar bear, the least harmful, but still, black bears are black bears. There was a saying, there's always like a saying, it's like when you encounter a black bear, grizzly bear, and a polar bear, and it was like,
Aren't like polar bears the
They're
oh,
the
the meanest, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're the cutest.
Yeah, they are. I don't know. I guess you just have to learn to cohabit, right? Like,
Yeah.
I guess if you're not
cohabitate.
bothering it, it's not gonna bother you.
Yeah. Oh, and now I figured it out. It was like, so if you see black, brown, or white, so if it's a black bear, so if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, good night.
There you go, right? Oh,
I don't like that
scary.
Well, hopefully you wouldn't see a polar bear outside of maybe
yeah,
a zoo.
True.
All right, well, the social media sensation baby hippo Mooding is now a year old. Do you remember whenever she was a
yes.
viral sensation?
It's a big deal.
Yep. Well, they flocked to Khao Kio there in Thailand to celebrate her birthday. They made her, a makeshift cake out of fruits and veggies there, and they say she's grown 65 pounds since February.
She's still smaller than I would expect, though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, I'm curious what like the peak.
Yeah,
oh,
how
big yawn.
long it takes them to grow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna yawn now.
Talking about something else that is aggressive, hippos can be extremely
Yes, they're one of the most.
Can they?
Oh, they're one of the most
Yes.
dangerous predators in the
They
entire
look so
animal kingdom.
sweet.
Yeah,
I
I
would ra-
know.
I would rather fight a. Well, okay, maybe this is a little bit a stretch. I'd rather fight a tiger than a hippo.
Really?
Hippos,
yeah.
That bite once they got you, you've got no chance.
Yeah,
I think the
like
same
you're
with a
crushed.
tiger.
Well, but the hippos are very. I mean,
Tiger has claws too.
I know,
though.
but they're very big. That's the thing. Hippos are, maybe hundreds of pounds. So it's. I mean, either way, you're probably gonna lose. But just the hippo, like I said, once they're in your sight, you're gone. And they've got some hops too. They can
Well,
like jump
this
out of the
makes
water.
Me raise the question as to why there was a photographer just in their little.
Was he
habitat.
in there? Did you
yes,
see him?
with
Like
the
inside?
camera close to them.
That's very brave. I'll just say that.
That's how they got that video, probably.
Where's it? Are they
Oh,
in
right
there?
there. See?
Oh goodness!
I
you
suppose they're at a
shouldn't do that.
distance, but yeah, I guess these are smaller hippos, which probably help, but
It's probably okay.
still, and maybe they take care of them. I don't know, but it's still scary nonetheless.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
All right, well, check out this. Superman fans got a super surprise, where a dozen of pups and their owners gathered for a special outdoor screening in LA celebrating Crypto Superman's super-powered
Oh my goodness.
dog. That's a lot of super words there.
So cute.
They're adorable. They based on the director's real-life rescue dog, and just a little Man of Steel universe celebration going on.
Yeah, they are so cute. I love the little sparkly
Yeah, they've
outfit we've got going on
They've
there.
all got very nice
Is that
outfits.
Superman's girlfriend?
What?
Standing beside
I don't know
him
if
in the
that's.
sparkles?
Oh,
might be Lois
maybe.
Lane. We'll see.
Right?
Look at little Lois.
It begs the
Look at
question,
poodle,
though,
The
do-
poodle's hair.
Yeah, I know, it's cute. Do these dogs like to be dressed up, though? Some of them look happy to be
Some
there.
of them do look
Yeah.
happy to be there. Superman looks as happy as can be. Right there.
I think as long I know from my siblings' dogs and other dogs of friends, as long as it's not on their head, that's usually the biggest thing. If they have anything on their head, they are just like Now some dogs do enjoy it, But like you said, others, they don't look necessarily as happy.
Yeah.
But as long as they're getting treats and fed, getting all the attention, I mean, look at how happy they are.
Yeah, it kind of
Technology.
depends on their personality. I have a little Shih Tzu who he loves to wear like jackets and sweaters
Sure.
and things. Now my 2 Dobermans,
No.
they will pout the whole time.
I wonder if it's like,
the whole time.
it seems like usually bigger dogs, like they do not like being dressed up.
Yeah,
I think little dogs are just a little like
fancier.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're fancier. They're like, okay.
But
dress
2
me up.
twin Dobermans in little flannels for Christmas. It's the cutest thing.
I bet that is.
Were you able
pretty
to
stinking
get it
cute.
off?
Yeah, we got it on and off, but they were just miserable. Like, you
Oh,
know,
they're
that
just, like,
sad puppy
pouting.
dog
But
face.
they weren't fighting it. They just looked sad.
No, they were just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Was it
let's not do
was it
this.
just like
Taking
around like
my manhood
their
with it.
body or?
Yeah, it was like a whole like sweater thing, you know, that like a t-shirt that goes
Oh,
on.
nice. I was like, my brother's golden. Unless it's like around his neck, anything else like shoes,
Mm-hmm.
headwear, no, despise all. Sometimes collars even he just doesn't like.
Yeah.
Interesting.
My husband wants to get the ones with the little footies, the pajamas with the footies. And I'm
yeah.
like, let's not torture them.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
they would hate
are.
that.
I was like, they're gonna hate that.
Yeah, they'll hate it for sure. I don't even like to like leave collars on them when they're
I
inside.
was just saying, yeah, just let them breathe a little bit.
Yeah, they like it. But I know when they go out, you got to have, you know, that the name and everything for safety.
Right.
Take the collar on and off.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, it's hardly ever on because we have a fenced-in yard, so
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not going anywhere. But yeah, I mean, you know, they just feel free.
Yeah,
free.
there you go.
But all right, it is Friday, so what is that weekend weather looking like?
Yeah. So Tiffany is giving requests. 75 degrees.
Yes.
Sunny. What was the third request?
No rain, and then maybe a little wind.
Yeah, light
Okay,
breeze.
so the wind I can do you. There will be some wind today. It'll be
Like
pretty.
a light breeze, not bad wind.
It's about 10 to 15. It's not too bad.
Okay.
Nothing we can't handle. Maybe gusts to 25. It's a little bit breezy at times, but not too terrible. The rain, I'm sorry, Tiffany. I can't help you out there.
Come on.
It's not going to be an all-day event, but Saturday I think will be a little bit more favored for Northwest Arkansas. One chance during the morning, then another, especially during the afternoon and evening, then maybe a little bit of a break overnight before more rounds on Sunday, and then into Monday as well, and then later into early next week. I think it does dry off for us, and it's going to make it a little bit cooler. So it's going to be 75 in the morning, and maybe not as hot during the day, but it is still going to be a little bit muggy as well with those rain chances. And it is expected to be heavy at times, and they'll be pretty slow moving. So unfortunately, are looking at the potential of localized flash flooding as well, again, especially on Saturday into Saturday evening. That's probably the best chance area-wide, especially for Northwest Arkansas. And then again, drying up for next week. So again, just be mindful this weekend. There are those rain chances, especially during the afternoon, evening hours. Have that radar app handy. And of course, we'll update you on the forecast throughout this weekend.
All right, sounds good. Hey, thanks so much for joining us here on the Daily Brew. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.
7 a.m. See you then.